Good morning, students. Our session of auditing and corporate governance. In our previous session, we had discussed about basic principles of internal check system. I hope that is clear to each and everyone. Today, we are going to start the new topic, that is auditor's duty as regards internal check system. Yes, there are few duties that auditor need to perform in a proper manner as far as the internal checks system is concerned. So, one by one we are going to see that how auditor is going to perform his duty in internal check system. The first one, that is auditor should examine whether the internal check system is efficient. Yes, the first duty in that auditor is going to check that what is the system of internal check and how the system is going to be implemented in the organization as far as the nature of the organization is concerned and the types of the organization is concerned. So, here we need to see that auditor need to see that the internal check system should be efficient. If the system is not proper, if the system does not produce any positive result in the organization, then there is no use of that kind of internal check system. So, if the system is inefficient, then it is required to change the system and organization need to adopt the new system on the basis of the need of the organization and the nature of the business concern. So that's about the first duty. Then after the second one, if internal check system is satisfactory, then auditor should not bother about other small matters. But obvious, if the system introduced in a proper manner and if it implement in a proper manner, then each and every functions will run in a proper manner. So there will be no chance of fraud and errors as far as accounting matters are concerned and as far as the cash transactions are concerned. So if internal check system run smoothly, then automatically each and other small matters are going to be good enough. So first and foremostly, it is a duty of auditor, that is to check the efficiency of internal check system in a proper manner so that there will be no chance of errors, there will be no chance of malpractices, manipulations in accounting systems. Then after the third one, auditor may also adopt test checking. Yes, test checking is highly required because we can't rely totally on internal check system. With the help of test checking, auditor comes to know that what is the problem with the employees and how the employee is going to consider this system in the organization. Test checking, that is the random checking. In test checking, organization is not going to check each and every transactions, each and every vouchers and each and every books of accounts, but auditor randomly check some vouchers, some transactions, some ledgers, and only a few books of accounts. So if in a test checking auditor get the positive result, a proper result, then auditor can totally rely on internal check system. Then after, the fourth one, internal check system reduce the auditor's work but not his responsibility. Yes, it is true that with the help of internal check system, the work of auditor reduced up to the maximum extent, but that does not reduce the responsibility, because ultimately there is a single person who is responsible for the whole auditing work, and that person is none of but the auditor himself. If the efficient internal check system implied in our organization, then definitely auditor may adopt the system of test checking. But if apart from test checking, if there are few problems in the verifications of accounts and the valuations of assets and goodwill, then ultimately auditor is responsible for that. So here the duty is going to be reduced, but the responsibility will be as it is. There is no escape as far as the responsibilities are concerned. Then after, the next one, auditor should take reasonable care and skill at the time of examination of internal check system. Yes, if your auditor know the system of accounting, the system of preparing the accounts and handling of the same account in the organization, then the first responsibility of auditor, that is to examine the whole internal check system in a proper manner, in a nitty-gritty manner, so that auditor can rely on the system. But if auditor should not examine the system, and if without examination, if he rely on the internal check system, then suppose there is any negativity in the handling of the books of accounts or in the management of the accounting system, then ultimately auditor himself is responsible for it. So, first and foremostly, auditors need to examine the adoption of internal check system in a proper manner. Then after, auditing should be carried out in depth. Yes, with the help of internal check system, auditor can rely on the truthfulness of the books of accounts, but he cannot rely on the system of auditing which is going to be adopted by him, because here auditor need to carry out auditing in a proper manner. Auditing means the verifications and valuations of books of accounts. You need to clear oneself one thing, that with the help of internal check system, organization is able to prepare books of accounts without any frauds and without any errors. It does not mean that it is a first step of auditing. Yes, in auditing, verification is there and valuation is there, but through internal check system, there is a no reduction in the work of auditing. The next one, if auditor finds that the system of internal check system is not effective, and if there is a defect in the system of internal check, then definitely he should not rely on it. And if he comes to know that the whole system is corrupted, then there is a no chance to rely on it. The next one, a detailed checking of all books of accounts must be there. Yes, in auditing, it is advisable to auditor to have a detailed checking of all the books of accounts. So, a proper nitty-gritty analysis of books of accounts must be there. And if a detailed checking is done by the auditor, then auditor is able to produce a proper audit report to the organization. Then after, auditor is liable if he does not take notice of such defects and fails to detect the irregularity. Yes, if the system is not pronounced, if there are many defects in the books of accounts, then it is a duty of auditor, that is to inform the organization that your internal check system is not proper. You need to change the system which is adopted by you. So here, auditor is liable if he does not give or if he does not inform the organization in a proper manner. Then after, internal check system depends upon auditor's skill, intelligence and experience and the efficiency of the system itself. But obvious, the whole system depends upon the work experience of auditor, the efficiency of auditor, the skills, the intelligence of the auditor. And if the auditor is pronounced, if auditor is capable, then definitely internal check system should be in a proper manner, or there will be no errors, there will be no fraud, no defect in the handling of the books of accounts and in the preparations of books of accounts. Then after, if internal check system is not efficient, he should bring this to the notice of management. We already discussed, and if he does not inform or he is not going to inform the management, then the whole responsibility will be in the shoulder of auditor, because when he comes to know about the defect, then it is his moral duty to inform the management for the same. So, these are the main duties of auditors which he need to consider at the time of internal check system. I think it is clear to each and everyone. Then after, there are few assertions of efficiency of internal check system that we are going to discuss one by one. Now, it is required to auditor, that is, to before start the actual audit work, he should verify the system of internal check in a proper manner. And if he does not check the whole system in a proper manner, so he is going to find different problems at the time of commencing the actual audit work. And there are the list which he is going to modify at the time of commencing the actual audit work. The first one, whether the allocation of responsibility of work is properly done or not. Yes, here auditor himself is going to check that the work is allocated to the employees in a proper manner along with their authority and the responsibilities. If the allocation of responsibility is not there, then no one is going to liable for the defects or errors in the work of accounting or in the work of auditing. Then after, the next one, whether the cash receipt and payments are recorded and dealt with by different persons. Yes, here auditor need to see that in a cash department a proper recording must be there, and there is a compulsory rotation of the employees who are responsible in this cash department. So, auditor is going to see that the cash outflow and cash inflow must be recorded in a proper manner with the authorized persons. Then after, whether the duties of different employees are changed at regular intervals. Yes, it is one of the basic features of internal check system, that is the rotation of duties of the employees. If there is no rotation of employees as far as their duties are concerned, then there is no effectiveness in the internal check system. So here auditor is going to see that after an interval of time the duties must be changed amongst the different employees. Then after, whether the confirmatory letters are sent to the debtors and creditors and their replies received in time. Yes, debtors and creditors are very essential parties of the organization. So here auditor is going to see that a proper letter must be produced in the name of debtors and creditors along with their credit money. And it is not about the dispatch of letters, but here auditor is going to see the reply from the debtors and creditors. So in how many times they are going to pay to us and in which period of time we are going to pay to them. It is totally depends upon the reply side of debtors and creditors. So here auditor is going to see that the formal communication between debtors, creditors and the organization must be clear in a proper manner. Then after, whatever receipts, storage and issue of goods are efficiently handled and whether they are properly and correctly accounted for. So, whatever they are receiving, whatever they are storing, and whatever they are dispatching, it must be efficiently handled by skilled employee. And here again they are going to check that a proper record must be prepared by the authorized person. So in the near future, if there is a query regarding the payments, regarding the dispatch of materials, but if we have a proper backup with us, then we are able to solve the queries in a near future. Then after, whether replies received from debtors and creditors are scrutinized by a responsible officer. Whatever reply are given by debtors and creditors, whether in the favor or in the against of the organization, it must be properly scrutinized by the responsible officer, and through this scrutinized process, organization is able to prepare for their working capital requirement. Then after, whether accounting and other machines are used in office. Yes, if office has these kind of machines with them, then definitely a proper use of that machines must be there. And if organization is not using that machines, then auditor is going to report the same to the management about the non-use of these machines and equipments. Then after, whether goods returned, bad debts and discount transactions are in accordance with rules and policies of the business. Yes, if the customer returns the goods beyond the time limit of the organization, then it must be mentioned in a special case. Whether there is a huge bad debts, and if the organization allows additional discount to their customers beyond the rules and regulations of the organization, then it is a duty of auditor, that is to find out the reason behind it. If organization does not adopt the policy of return, and if few employees accept the goods which is already sold to the customer and they accept the returns, then here auditor needs a proper clarifications for the returns of the goods. Then after, whether ledgers are kept on self-balancing system. Here again auditor is going to check by himself that how accounting department is preparing the ledgers and managing the ledgers. If the preparation and management of the ledgers are in a proper manner, then automatically it will be a self-balancing. But if the vouchers are not stored in a proper manner, and if the ledgers are not there in a proper manner, if there are incomplete, if there are full of errors, full of missing data, then there will be no question for self-balancing system. Then after, whether employees are encouraged to go on leave at certain intervals. Yes, for an efficient checking of internal control system, it is required for the organization that your employees take leaves. And if employees are on leave, so in the absence of that particular employee, organization is able to check the working style of that employee and how he is managing the whole stuff. So now in this particular time period, auditor is going to see that then not a forceful leave to the employees, but organization is going to encourage their staff members to take leaves, and here there will be a no doubt in the mind of employees. If employees comes to know about the cross checking of their work, then there will be the question of trust, there will be the question of royalty. So here he is going to check the whole system in a proper manner. Then after, whether workers work for overtime, and if so, whether responsible officers have a control on them. Sometimes there are different situations that if the transactions are less, if the working style of organization is very smooth, then there is a no questions for overtime. But if still employees or workers are taking the overtime, then here management is going to see that with what reasons that employees are taking overtime, they are taking or they are not finishing work in a time. So every time the system of overtime is not suitable for the organization. So they are going to check that how the work is going to be taken by the employees, how they are finishing the whole work in a proper time period. So that's all about today's session. In the next session, we are going to discuss about internal check of cash sales. I think you all are clear about today's point. Yes, cash sale system is very important as far as organization is